New this evening, after more than a century, the Army has granted clemency to 110 black soldiers at Camp Logan, many accused of mutiny in the 1917 Houston riot. Today, the Army recognizing those overturned convictions in a ceremony at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum, right here in Houston in Midtown. Here's Michelle Choi.
Yeah, overturning these convictions is a historic move, one that many, including the descendants of the soldiers, say is long overdue, but they're grateful for.
Private Leroy Pinkett, Private Edward Porter.
It's a painful past that's lasted more than a century. In what's known as the Houston Riot of 1917, 110 black soldiers of the 3rd Battalion, 24th Infantry Regiment were stationed at Camp Logan in what is now Memorial Park during World War I, a time of extreme racial tension and segregation. After rebelling against discrimination, the soldiers were wrongly convicted of mutiny, murder, and assault, all of them represented by a single officer who wasn't even a lawyer. 19 of the soldiers were executed by hanging. It was the largest mass execution of American soldiers ever carried out by the U.S. Army.
And so the Army has undertaken a process to restore their honor.
Gabe Camarillo is the Undersecretary of the Army.
Having reviewed all these cases, it was clear there was a miscarriage of justice, due process wasn't followed, and now we get to do something to set things right.
To right the wrong of the past, the Army has overturned convictions of all 110 soldiers. Their legacies honored Monday at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum.
The Army hereby sets aside all 110 court-martial convictions of 324 soldiers.
Their service records will now reflect they served honorably, a reversal their families have been fighting for, including Angela Holder, whose great-uncle Corporal Jesse Moore was one of the soldiers executed. She's made it a lifelong mission since the age of 6 to find him justice.
This is just a day of relief from my family, and I'm just very honored to be able to see this day. And I didn't think it would come in my lifetime.
A sentiment shared by Jason Holt, whose great-uncle, Private First Class Thomas C. Hawkins, was also executed. Like Angela, Jason has fought for decades.
For us, his legacy is important because we stand on his shoulders. I hope his soul is at peace.
Again, that was Michelle Choi reporting.
The U.S. Army says relatives of the soldiers may be entitled to benefits. Just head on over to KHOU.com to learn more information. And also, KHOU 11 took a deep dive and looked back at the riots in a special documentary. You can watch 1970 Camp Logan Riot right now on KHOU.com.